We're buying cheap chargers off of Amazon to figure out which ones are keepers and which one gets the band hammer. Everything these days is moving over to Type-C, and for good reason. It charges faster, it moves data faster, it handles video, and most importantly, it's reversible. That is awesome. Until it isn't. You see, the average person spends over 4 years of their life just searching for cables. Okay, that is a completely made up statistic, but be honest, it sounded almost legit enough to be real. It's just a fact. Most people are constantly losing their chargers and cables, and with the OEM replacements from the big brands costing upwards of $50, $60, it can get expensive pretty quick. That's okay though, right? Amazon has you covered. Well, about that. Lately, it feels like the number of shady sellers on Amazon has exploded. I mean, it's starting to reach Wish.com levels. But hey, 2 chargers with cables for $20 when the OEMs want to charge you $50? That's too good of a deal to pass up, right? Well, that's what we're going to try and find out today. So we got 3 chargers that we bought off of Amazon, and we're going to test them across 3 of the most popular devices right now. We have an S21 Ultra, an iPad Pro, and a Galaxy Tab. We're going to look at charging times, volts, and amps, so that we can see which of these are legitimate and which are just scams trying to take your money. So the first thing I'll say is the testing here was an ordeal. We tend to complain a lot about battery life, but let me tell you, when you are actually trying to kill your device and then recharge it, it can feel like forever. The testing took us several days where we compared charging time across the devices, we measured volts, amps, everything so we could get a good, accurate picture. And while it might have been a little work, I am really excited to share with you guys the results. Jumping right in, the first device we're going to look at is our iPad Pro. You can see the Apple stock 20-watt charger on the left. Then going across, we'll stick with charger 1, 2, and 3 as their names for now, but a little more on that later. The Apple charger gave us a time of 134 minutes from 0 to fully charged. It was faster than all of the aftermarket ones, but with these coming in at less than half the price, how much faster is what's important. Chargers 1 and 3 also put up respectable numbers, only 5 and 7 minutes slower, and that is well within the margin of error. Charger 2, on the other hand, struggled a bit, lagging almost 25 minutes behind the stock chargers. Now, I'm gonna show you the voltages and amps we pulled while we were charging these, but I wouldn't put too much stock in these numbers. They tended to vary wildly across devices based on the current battery percentage, which is to be expected. See, a lot of these devices are designed to gobble up charge early and then slowly taper off as they get full. Moving on to our S21 Ultra, we see similar results with chargers 1 and 3 matching and even beating the Samsung stock 25-watt super fast charger in one case. Again, charger 2 lags well behind, coming in over 20 minutes slower. The voltage and amps here do actually tell a story though. We can see charger 2 pulling significantly lower than the other 3 chargers in the test, explaining the discrepancy that we see in charging times a little bit. It's also worth noting here that charger 2 ran significantly hotter than the other 3, so much so in fact that for the final test, I felt the need to stay in the room and monitor it for a fire hazard. Finally, we see our Galaxy Tab, and again, it's the same story with the stock charger being the fastest, but chargers 1 and 3 once again fall well within the margin of error, with charger 2, as always, bringing up the rear. The power numbers were all over the place on this one, so I'll put it up on the screen, but I wouldn't put much stock in them. So what does all this mean for you? Well, there are definitely scams and ripoffs out there. Looking at you, charger number 2, but there are also some really good deals. I'll go ahead and link chargers 1 and 3 down in the description in case you're looking, and I'll also put the scam one down there just so you know what to stay away from. Now the question is, what do we do with this guy? Sorry, charger 2, you didn't make the cut. One final important note, while these all came with cables, they were all very cheap charging only cables. So if you're going to be looking to do data transfers, video, or anything else that a Type-C connector can handle, you're going to want to make sure you invest in a good quality USB-C cable, again, linked below, or you're not going to really get the best experience you can have. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that video, don't forget to check out one of these. Make sure you like, subscribe, check out some of our other content, and as always, thanks for watching.